following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
It's the Who, What, or Where game. These are the questions our contestants will be answering today, and let's meet them now. Here's our current champion, returning with $3,225, Greg Novikowski. From West Barrington, Vermont, a homemaker and mother, Mrs. Claire Durst. And New York City is the home of corporate accountant, Mr. John Kibbe. Who, what, or where? That's the name of the game, and now here's your host, Art James.
Yes. Thank you very much, everybody, and welcome to the Who, What, or Where game. Well, we have a fine returning champ, if you've been watching his exploits the last few days. Two great new challengers, a lot of the three W's coming up in 1 minute, right after this. This is the fifth welcome to our current champ, a great player, Greg Novikowski. Fifth appearance, Greg, as you know, according to the rules of the game, this is your final appearance. If you win today, you will retire as you'll join a very elite group of undefeated champions who will be our 8th undefeated champion. So good luck in the game today.
Thanks.
How do you feel?
I feel very lucky to be here at all after getting by Stan Loth, one of your really great players.
Oh, we've had so many good players recently. Claire Durst, you're from West Barrington, Rhode Island. They tell me that you throw pots.
Yes, but that's not as evil as it may sound. I throw pots on a potter's wheel, make bowls and plates and so on, for fun.
But nevertheless, your husband bobs and weaves anyway.
Right.
Okay. John Kibbe, you're an accountant doing specifically what?
Well, I'm the treasurer of a real estate firm here in New York City.
Oh, that sounds like sober, responsible work. We'll test your wits in another regard. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Here is your $125 stake in the game. Play carefully. If your bank goes down to zero, you're out of the game. The wagering limit is $50. And here we go. Our first category of the day is Americana, songs of the 1890s. 2 for 1 on the Who, even money on the what and where. Now, quickly as you can, select one of the three W's. Lock it in on the board in front of you together with a wager, and we'll cover some songs of the 1890s. And since you're from that era, Greg, we'll start with you. Declare.
Where for 25?
Claire, declare.
Who for 30?
John, how about you?
Where for 35?
All right, John, you've outbid Greg for the where question. Here we go. One song that typifies the 1890s draws an analogy between a girl and a captive bird. According to the title of this 1899 song, where is the bird?
In a gilded cage.
You're right for $35. Good start for John. Well, Claire, you went for the more difficult question in this category, 2 for 1 odds. Here's a chance for $60 for a correct answer to the Who. A hit in its own day, the 1894 song Sidewalks of New York was even more popular in 1924 when it became identified with a Democratic presidential contender. Name him.
Wendell Willkie?
No.
No.
Al Smith.
Smith, of course.
Didn't get 60. Lost her wager of 30. Our leader is John with 160 as we go to our new category on the board. Watch this, players. Alphabet soup, S. Even odds all the way. Of course, you know all the answers in this category begin with the letter S. Players are locking in a Who, What, or Where together with their wager. Alphabet soup, S. And let's begin with you, Claire. Declare.
What for 30?
John.
Who for 40?
Greg.
Where for 50?
That's the way to do it, players. Now, you've all broken through to the board. Claire, we'll begin with you and your what question. Although it has been replaced in common speech by numerous dialects, an ancient language of India is preserved in sacred Hindu books, beginning with the letter S. What's this language?
Sikh?
No, I'm sorry. Sanskrit. And we deduct her wager. Ooh. Greg, here is your where question. The largest Mediterranean island after Sicily is also a part of Italy and lies over 100 miles from the mainland. Beginning with the letter S, name this island.
Sardinia.
Sardinia is right for $50. John, you have a chance to go to $200 here. Listen to your Who question. Notorious 20s bootlegger Arthur Flegenheimer was better known as Dutch. Beginning with the letter S, give me Dutch's adopted last name.
Schultz.
That's it. 20 for John. He has $200. Here we go, everybody. Our next category coming up on the board. Cities in crisis. Now, this question's about problems of urban America, and you have quite an assortment of odds here. 3 for 1 on the who, 2 for 1 on the what, even money on the where. Players, pick out W's, lock in wagers. And a reminder that the higher the odds in a question, the more difficult it is. Cities in crisis. We'll begin with our leader, John. Declare.
What for $40?
Claire, declare.
What for $20?
Greg, declare.
Where for 50?
All right, John, you have the what question. 2 for 1 odds. Malvina Reynolds wrote the song Little Boxes, describing the standardization of suburbia and its houses, which she calls little boxes. According to the song, what are the little boxes made of?
Ticky-tacky.
That's right. 80 for John, and he now has 280. Here we go, Greg, your where question for $50. English author and social critic J.B. Priestley gave the following description of one American city. Quote, Babylon piled on imperial Rome. To which city did he allude?
Los Angeles.
No, New York. 50 away from Greg. John leads with 280. And before we continue, players, here is a brief but friendly reminder to those of you at home who would like to become contestants on the show. All it takes is a postcard with your name and address and telephone number to the 3 W's, Post Office Box 156, New York 10019. Do it as quickly as you can before you forget. Okay, back in the game. Ready, everybody? Over to the board. Here is our next category. Spanish expressions. 2 for 1 on the who, even money the rest of the way. Spanish expressions. Wagering limit is $50. Let's see how we do as we begin with John. Declare.
What for $20?
Greg, declare.
Where for 50?
Claire, how about you?
Who for 30?
That's the way to do it, players. Once again, you all have a chance to add to your totals. Claire, here's your chance for a nice comeback. Listen carefully to your who question. A foremost Spanish artist was appointed Pintor del Rey, or court painter, in 1786, and is known for his paintings of the family of Charles IV. For $60, name the Spanish painter.
Goya?
That's it. And Claire comes back to her original 125.
Last person I said no.
All right, John, here's your chance to go to $300. The expression venceremos, used by many Latin American political groups, is the Spanish translation of a well-known 3-word motto used by civil rights groups in this country. What is this 3-word motto?
We shall overcome.
You are right for $20. He has an even 300. Greg, here's your where question. A city in Bolivia was originally given the Spanish name meaning City of Our Lady of Peace, but was renamed and is currently known simply as Peace. Name this Bolivian city.
La Paz.
La Paz is right. Another 50 for Greg. With John still in the lead, we'll be back for more of the Who, What, or Where game in 1 minute after this. Here we go. Back in the game. Our leader is John with $300. But a long way to go yet, players. Here we go. Next category coming up on the board is potluck. Even odds all the way. Well, wide open category. I have no idea of what's coming up. Let's see what you're willing to wager. Potluck category. And we'll ask Claire to be first. Declare.
What for $40?
Greg, declare.
Where for 50?
John, declare.
Who for 50?
That's the way to do it, players. Once again, you all have a chance to add to your totals. Well, Claire, you did very well with your last question. Here comes your what question in this potluck category. A mineral with a German name that literally means sea foam occurs in white clay-like masses and is used to make pipe bowls. Name this mineral.
Makes meerschaum pipes. Wait a minute.
You said meerschaum, and you're right. Okay, $40 for Claire. Greg, your where question. In a 1968 recording of a Burt Bacharach song, Dionne Warwick asked directions to one California city. Name that city.
That must be San Jose.
Do you know the way to San Jose? Right. Greg goes over $200. John, your who question. A 1922 documentary film made the name of an Eskimo man well known to the world. Name this famous man of the North.
Chinook.
I'm sorry, Nanook. Nanook of the North. So now the scores are even closer. John drops 50, but he's still in the lead by $25 as we go to our next category. Watch, players. College football, the bowl games. 2 even and even are the odds. Pick out a W, lock it in with a wager. The bowl games, which are occurring right about now. Let's see who the football fans are. Greg, declare.
Who for 50?
John, declare.
Where for 50?
Punch it up, John. Claire, declare.
What for 30?
They've done it again. Okay, players, here we go. Claire, your what question? The game played in the Cotton Bowl this New Year's Day will be a rematch of last year's contest. Name one of the 2 teams playing in the Cotton Bowl game.
Texas.
And Notre Dame, right for 30. He's close to 200.
That's about the only thing I would have known.
John, here is your where question. Tennessee will take on the Air Force Academy team in this season's Sugar Bowl Classic. In which city is the Sugar Bowl?
New Orleans.
Right for $50. He's back to 300. Greg, you have a chance to go into the lead. $100 for a correct answer to the who. The winner of this year's Heisman Trophy will lead Stanford against undefeated Ohio State in their first Rose Bowl appearance in 18 years. Name the Stanford quarterback.
Jim Plunkett.
Right! 100 for Greg. He takes over the lead, and we'll be back, players, in just a few seconds. But now, here's a reminder that we have another car contest going. And on Friday, March 26th, our high-scoring contestant is going to win a fabulous car. Here's Mike to tell you about it.
Yes, Art, it's a new Pontiac Firebird, a beautiful road car with engine compartment extractors to relieve air pressure, special high-rate springs, big stabilizers, and Firebird's Enduro bumper from Pontiac.
Okay. There's the Pontiac for a high-scoring contestant at the end of March, and now we're back in this game with the scores very close. Greg has just taken over the lead in our new category. Coming up on the board, players, is goats in fact and fable. 2 for 1 on the who, even money in the what, 2 for 1 on the where. See who knows their goats in fact and fable. Are we ready? Players all locked in? Let's go, John. Declare.
Where for $50?
Greg, declare.
Where for 50?
Claire, declare.
Who for 40?
We will auction off the where question in a moment, but first, Claire, here is your who question. The 1966 novel Giles Goat Boy is a parable about a young man raised as a goat who later learns he is human and commits himself to discovering life's secrets. For $80, name the author of Giles Goat Boy.
John Barth.
You are right. Another 80 for Claire.
I saw it sitting on a shelf last night.
Well, Greg and John, you're only $25 apart. What do I hear as an opening bid for the where question?
75.
Let him have it.
Okay, that's it. And you have a chance for $150 here on the where question, Greg. A highly prized, fine, silky goat's wool is named for a region in India which has been the center of a boundary dispute since 1947. Name this region.
Kashmir.
That's it. $150 for Greg. And here we go, everybody. Our next category coming up on the board is the works of Charles Dickens. Even odds all the way. Pick out a who, what, or where. Decide how much you want to wager. Not going over $50, and we'll cover some of the works of Charles Dickens here. Beginning with Greg. Declare.
Where for 50?
Claire, declare.
Who for 30?
How about you, John?
Who for 50?
All right, John, you have the who question. One of Dickens' most famous characters has trained a gang of boys in the finer points of pickpocketing and thievery. Name this Dickens villain.
Fagin.
Fagin is right for 50. And John has $350 now. Here's your chance to go over $500, Greg. After a trip abroad in 1842, Dickens published a volume of travel sketches that were well received in England, but gave great offense in the country he had visited. Name this country.
Right here in the United States.
American Notes. That's right for 50. Greg has 525. Players, there's the alarm telling us we're about to move into the final round of the day. It's called Pot Limit. Our players will be allowed to wager any or all of their monies. We'll see what happens in a minute. It's time to play Pot Limit. And here is our final category of the day. Quotes, words from the Bible. Even odds across the board. Players, you now have 20 seconds to deliberate. Select your W's and make your final wager of the day. Good luck. Time's up. This is it, players. Here we go. Claire, you are first. Declare.
What for 50?
John, declare.
Who for 250?
Greg, declare.
Where for 275?
Players, you have all broken through to the board. Anything can happen here. Our final category is words from the Bible, and we'll be back to play Pot Limit in a minute. Words from the Bible is our final category of the day. Here we go with our final round of Pot Limit. It's anybody's game. Claire, beginning with you. 50 on the what? Correct answer will give you 325 for the day. That could be a winning total. Listen. Included in the judgment stipulated by Moses is a famous phrase specifying parts of the body that epitomize simple one-to-one retributive justice. Tell me this phrase.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
That's right. 50 for Claire. All right, John. If you answer your who question correctly, you will have $600 for the day, and that could be a winning total. Listen carefully. When asked by the Lord where his brother is, one Old Testament figure replies, "Am I my brother's keeper?" Who speaks these words?
Cain.
That's it. 600 for John. Greg, it's all up to you. 275 on the where. Correct answer gives you 800, and you will retire as our 8th undefeated champion. If you're wrong, you go down to 250, and John is our champ. Here we go. Calling his listeners the light of the world. Jesus pointed out that when a lamp is lit, it is not put in a certain place. For $800, where did he say a lighted lamp is not put?
Oh, dear. Is it under a bushel?
You are right. Greg has done it. Undefeated champ. Great game. Players, congratulations to all of you for really a splendid match. And Claire, congratulations for 325 after a tremendous comeback from being way down at one point. John, 600 is pretty tough to come in second with, but nevertheless, it's an excellent showing. And Greg, congratulations to you. 800 today to your previous winnings brings you to a 5-day total of $4,025. All players receive the home version of the Who, What, or Where game. We'll be back in a minute. Well, we say goodbye with great respect for Greg Nowakowski. To sustain yourself over 5 days, Greg, against terrific competition is in tribute to your ability.
That's very lucky.
No, not at all. See you next time, everybody, with 3 brand new players on the Who, What, or Where game. Bye-bye.
If you'd like to become a contestant of the Who, What, or Where game, write to the 3 W's, Post Office Box 156, New York 10019. Be sure to include your telephone number. The 20-volume World Book Encyclopedia with over 2,900 consultants and contributors is a source authority for questions and answers on the Who, What, or Where game. All 3W contestants receive Charngo's Master Chef Portable Outdoor Gas Barbecue, featuring new Charm Alloy Metal Cast Iron Burner for even heat, aluminum cart from Charngo Products, Antioch, Illinois, and a generous supply of Kava Instant Coffee, a coffee 90% acidity neutralized for a rich, smooth coffee flavor. Kava Instant Coffee from Borden, plus a lovely silver-plated and glass carafe. This program was recorded. This is Mike Darrow speaking. See you next time for more of the 3 W's.
But I won't be happy till I make you happy too. Life's really worth living when we are mirth giving. I want to give some to you. When skies are gray and I know you are blue, I'll send
Thank you. Jennifer Spaulding,